What's going on, guys? Back at it again with another unboxing video here for you guys on the channel. If you guys didn't already know from the thumbnail, of course, this is on the American Express Charles Schwab investor card. Now this card is very simple in nature. I'll explain why I got it. You're probably wondering why once I go through some of the benefits that this card has to offer, but I do have some reasoning behind it and I'll get to it here in a second. But first things first, this is what I got in the mail, a FedEx card. Of course, I already opened it. As you guys can see here, I had to block out some sensitive information as per usual. I'm sure you guys can understand. Now, with that being said, let's go over to the website. Right after, you guys do me a huge favor, drop a like on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because it really does help this channel grow. So let's jump over to the website and see what this card has to offer. Alright guys, so this is the card. As you guys can see, being a Schwab investor has never been more rewarding. Well, to be clear, there is a lot of alternative cards to this that, frankly speaking, has a lot better value aspects to the cards than this one. However, there is a little bit of reasoning behind the reason why I got this card to begin with. We'll get to it here in a second. This is the card. I think it looks fine. It looks really nice. I gotta say it looks better in person, because here it just looks very old school and, you know, maybe late 80s type of feel to it. But all in all, I think it's an okay looking card. However, this card does have a welcome offer that I have since already completed, because if you guys don't know, a lot of Amex cards you're able to use prior to actually receiving the card. They give you the card numbers and everything so you can get a head start in all of that. But I also put it into my Apple wallet, so my Apple Pay, that way I can just use it on the go whenever it is I want to use it. And the welcome offer was very easy to complete. As of now, the welcome offer is a $200 statement credit once you've done $1,000 in spending within the first 3 months. I did this in like 3 weeks, mainly because I had a couple of purchases that I had to buy, and that was a part of the reason why I went with this card, because essentially that's like a 20% return on spend, of course. And that was it. Got 200. It hasn't been applied to my card yet, admittingly, but I've already completed the requirements of the welcome offer, so there's that. It is a statement credit, something to take note of course. Some people don't like that, but it is a statement credit, not cash back, not Amex MR points. Something to take into consideration. In terms of rates and fees, as you can see right here, 0% APR on purchases for 6 months starting from the date of this account opening. After that, your APR will be a rate between 18.7 to 21.7% APR based on your credit worthiness, of course. This is something that, honestly, it's cool, it's okay, I guess, if that's something you're looking for. Personally speaking, I never take advantage of this anyways, because I pay off my statement balance at the end of every statement cycle. Therefore, I'm never carrying a balance anyways, and I don't pay interest on my cards. I haven't done that in a long time, and that's something that if I was to make a recommendation for you, that's what I would go with, because debt it's a killer of wealth, just period. Why? Because you're paying interest, and interest is like money that has just disappeared on you, because it's money that you have to pay other people for them to lend you money. However, if you do the reverse side of that, just pay off the statement balance, they're paying you whatever percentage the card is. So if you have a 2% cashback card, for example, you'll be getting 2% back, and that's coming out of the pockets of the banks. So something to consider. Benefits for the investor card. This is where the nitty gritty is for this. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go into travel entertainment benefits first. This is very simple. 24/7 dining and events assistant, and that's basically it. Nothing to brag about. It is a very basic card, as I said before. And then benefits for the investor, this is it. Earn 1.5% cash back on all of your purchases, automatically deposited to your Schwab account. Now again, I haven't redeemed anything yet, only because I just got this card, of course. I already put it, I think I have like $1,030 something of spend on my card already. And that was done in a matter of a span of a couple of weeks, so my statement balance hasn't closed yet. Therefore, I haven't made a payment, and I haven't redeemed any of the points yet. However, to redeem, the only way you can redeem is to an eligible Schwab account. Me personally, I have it in my brokerage account through Charles Schwab, which is admittingly a very, very small account that I have. But now I'm going to get into the reasons why I got this card really quick. All right, so you're probably wondering really quick why I decided to go with this card over the American Express Platinum Schwab, the Schwab version of it, right? And the answer is pretty simple. I can't justify the annual fee for the Platinum card. The $695 annual fee for the Platinum card is just very, very much, and it's for somebody who doesn't travel a lot or almost never. The card will literally just be taking money from my wallet instead of earning me value, and that's ultimately the reason why I chose that card over this one. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't just go with the 2% cash back. Well, the honest reason is I already have a couple of 2% cash back, my Fidelity Rewards Visa, and of course my my Citi Double Cash card, and there's that. So I didn't want another 2% cash back card just for no reason, of course. And ultimately, I wanted a card that I could just dump some of my reoccurring, payments that I have around my house in particular, and even some streaming services. There's other cards that will benefit more on this, I know, but it makes it easier where I could just deposit the money into my brokerage account. So there is that. I know it's probably not the best value out there for someone in my situation, but it is what it is. I thought the card was interesting and I wanted to go with it anyways. However, let's go ahead and jump into the actual unboxing and see what this card has inside of it. So going into it, there's this envelope. Let me toss this aside really quick. And of course, as I've already said, it's already been opened. It wasn't actually sealed, just to be clear. I didn't open this. It was all, this is how it came. However, I did take out all the contents and make sure that all of my sensitive information was blocked. So going into the envelope itself, as you can see, it's actually kind of thick considering what it is, which is pretty interesting to say the least. But going into the envelope itself, the first things first is the actual card itself. We're gonna save that one for last because it is by far the most interesting. So we'll just toss that aside. What you have here is the your credit report and everything, some of the basic information that goes along with that, and there's nothing too special behind that, and I'm not gonna put that out right now. Your card member agreement, this is something that's probably very important for you to know what you're agreeing to whenever you're opening up a new credit line. Of course, this is probably one of the thickest portions of this envelope. And then last but not least, the summary of additional benefits. This is all the stuff that is extra to the card itself. Some of the Amex stuff like car and rental insurance and things of that nature. Of course, this isn't a full review, so I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the card itself. We're just looking at some of the basic things that go along with this card, of course. And the main gist of this video, of course, is the unboxing itself. So opening up the main portion of this, as you can see, we have the card. It has been blocked already. There is the card itself. I will get to that in a second. And here it is on the back. Of course, it's got tap to pay and everything like that. Some of the benefits, and there you go. Let's go ahead and remove this from the envelope so we can see what this looks like up close. And there you have it. This is the card itself. I do gotta say, it's probably hard for you guys to see. You can actually see a reflection of my camera right there, but don't pay attention to that, it's not important. The card itself actually looks pretty good. In person, I think it looks fine. There's nothing too spectacular behind it. It's very glossy in nature, but it has a little bit of a shine to it in certain angles, which makes it look relatively nice. Now, I do gotta emphasize the fact that this card is very basic. It has a very mid-80s feel, like mid to late 80s feel, but overall, the card itself is pretty cool. I think it's okay. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one, guys. If you guys are interested in getting this card, I'm going to leave a link to this card down in the description down below. It will be it will give me some kickback to it, so just so you guys know and fully aware, this is a pretty decent card. It's a good starter card at its fundamental premise. So if that's something you're interested in getting, I'm gonna leave that in the description down below. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because it really does help this channel grow. So with that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.